Hello, everyone. We're back on YouTube today. It's great to see you. We're here to talk about AI, of course. So the first thing to say about AI is that the idea for this video came to me because it's difficult to track traffic. AI, bringing everything together, having precise KPIs. And so recently I made a little LinkedIn post where I explained how we in our team go about tracking AI traffic when needed, when there's enough AI, enough traffic, so that we can have data that's interesting. And so that allowed us to have all the traffic mapped out in Google Analytics. I'll show you right away how to proceed in Google Analytics. But first, a quick plug for my LinkedIn. I'm regularly active over there. If you ever want to follow me on LinkedIn, I'd be happy to connect. I post quite a bit of content. It's always pretty high quality. Quickly, how do we go about creating this filter in Google Analytics and getting this data that's going to be super interesting? First of all, be aware that this isn't data that is retroactive. So basically, all the data we collect, you need to set this up as soon as possible in order to collect it going forward. What we do is go into the admin panel. From the admin panel, you'll be able to go all the way down here to channel groups. Here, we're going to click directly on channel groups. And here from channel groups, I've set up a group called Group Plus AI. So actually, you need to create a new channel group. That's it. I'm not going to do it from here because you'll see it directly, but you do it from here. And you add a channel here directly. And you'll see very quickly, so I did it here. The channel I added is called LLM Traffic. A channel that is, I know it's the traffic coming from all the LLM. As you can see, what's done here is that source matches the regular expression. And here, you directly enter the little regular expression that's here. It's really long. So 2 possibilities. I'll put the regular expression directly in the description so you can copy and paste it. Otherwise, once again, we'll also include the LinkedIn post from which you can copy and paste it. The goal is to have this long regular expression with everything inside, so it covers everything. This regular expression, of course, includes ChatGPT, Perplexity, Gemini, etc. There's Copilot, there's Claude, all the most widely used AI models. How does traffic come from AIs? I'll explain it to you very quickly. But basically, what happens is that when you're here and using SearchGPT, in this case, you end up with several sources, which are listed, which are cited. And if you generally click the first one, boom, you get teleported, in this case here to Arke. And ChatGPT automatically adds a UTM source, ChatGPT. Here, which allows everyone to have some of the data. I'll show you what it looks like next. AI traffic directly on Google Analytics. For now, I'll show you how it arrives on your site. Here, same thing. There you go. Agency, AI marketing, boom, we end up with this. Sequence, our friends at Sequence, Joanie and Clément, who are here. SEO Monkey, etc., etc. So we have quite a few things here. We've got stuff like international platform, etc. That's how you can pretty quickly end up with, in fact, a click coming from ChatGPT to your site. From Perplexity, I'll show you very quickly. I'm showing you this because I'm ranked first, so it makes me happy. Search for best AI visibility agency. And here we are. And so here, clearly, if you click on the link, boom, you end up on Le Petit Journal, which is a guest post. It's a media page that I bought. This is actually a strategy we're currently implementing for our clients, buying media articles so they can appear in there. In fact, my own site wasn't powerful enough to rank here, but I knew I could buy media coverage to get myself placed in AI, in Perplexity, in SearchGPT. That's something I did, and it's something we offer. Don't hesitate to contact us about this. We'd be happy to help. And so beyond that, there are several other things happening. Oh, look, AI SEO agency. Paul has already done a little ranking for us, actually. And there are several others who are going to position themselves there. And basically, if I click here, what will happen? Paul Vangeau will get a visit, and it will come from Perplexity. Potentially, it will be tracked from Perplexity. Potentially, it won't be fully tracked. It might go through something else, etc., etc. Our goal in this case was to have a regex that could recognize as many things as possible. And normally when we recognize these characters, it means that each time the visit comes from an AI, so it tracks a lot of AI traffic, it tracks all the traffic. Normally, I also did a test with Gemini where we do deep search. So it's going to search the web, pulling from lots of different resources. And here as well, since there are lots of sources, potentially, if you click on one of the sources, these are things that can happen when people use AIs and they end up here and we generate a visit. Now, I'm going to show you what it looks like directly in Google Analytics when this filter is enabled. So here, as you can see, the AI traffic source ranks 8th in terms of traffic sources. the percentage is quite minimal. In this case, it's at 0.15%. And above that, you'll find organic, search, direct, paid search, referral, unassigned, cross-network, organic, social. And we end up just above emails, since this is a site that hasn't really activated email campaigns much. But basically, that's it. We find ourselves with this LLM traffic right here. You can see some of the metrics, a bit of all the metrics, and you can observe the evolution of the traffic, LLM. So hold on, I'm drawing the lines just so we can see the evolution of LLM traffic. There you go, you'll see. I just need to uncheck this one, then check this one again. Why doesn't it want to draw the lines for us? So we'll have it draw other lines. There we go. It switched to something else. And this time we'll just display the LLM part and you'll see what it looks like. There you go. Now we can see the slight increase in the number of people coming to our site via ChatGPT. And so we started from very few people, you see 8 in this case, at 0 on June 8th. That's when I set up the filter. And from there, boom, you can see the increase in the number of people coming through the models. AI, so not just ChatGPT. In this case, there's Perplexity, there's Gemini, there's Bard, everything is included. We're on a site that actually has quite a lot of traffic. In this case, it already has 60,000 visitors, but you can see that there are quite a few things in there that are not. The percentage remains minor. Actually, even though it is, it's still interesting to have the tracking. And in fact, we know that this percentage will increase. So it's important to start tracking it right now. Because actually, if we don't set up this LLM traffic now, it will either be attributed as unassigned or to another attribution, which isn't ideal. And we won't be able to track the evolution of this parameter because we won't have the historical data. So the important thing is to track it, to start tracking it right now, and also to optimize its visibility so that this share grows. These are all things we do and regularly offer with the team, whether it's directly, as we've done with simple tracking, or we can also look at the sources that mention you. Go look at the queries that are interesting and then go generate sources, create content, produce media to influence the rankings. And so you can gradually take on increasingly important positions in the AIs. Our goal is above all to help you track first and then to influence visibility. For that, don't hesitate to contact us. You'll find a direct link to schedule an appointment with me in the description. Let me remind you, for those who stayed until now, my name is Leopold Vins. I run an SEO agency called Astrak. So we do services for SEO, but also for visibility and AIs to help you grow your business online, get more leads, more traffic, and more visibility. Thank you all. With that, I wish you a great day.